And now we're back with another deck showcase. This time we're using a stall deck, which we will call it Dehya Double Anemo. And as we all know, Dehya can tank damage when we have her summon on field, while Lynette can heal using skill and also, I think, can protect one damage too via her burst. Lastly is Jin to heal all the characters, so we need to distribute the damage in order to survive long. So this is my first time to use this, and I hope I can play or give justice to this deck. So let's go.
Let's get it on!
So for round 1, I will summon with Dehya, since unluckily we didn't get her talent, so we cannot heal for this turn. And also, since our dice kinda not favorable to us, right? So I will just do a 2 normal attack so that we can up Lynette burst and have tanking ability. We tank via the summon. At the same time, we're also tanking via Lynette burst. So with that, we're reducing damage a lot for our character. But let's see if we can do this by next round. Okay. So I think the epic list cannot be triggered now since opponent hyper carry Beidou. So I think opponent is to make Xiangling burst followed by a Beidou skill, which possible triggers a overload. And since I think Beidou already have the GS or the Wolf Gravestone, Beidou will deal a lot of damage via elemental skill. Okay, so we need to avoid having 6 HP.
Let the magic begin!
And now we successfully burst with Lynette. We now have 2 protection per turn. That is good for 2 turns. And let's see how will it go. I think I'm gonna equip the tenacity to Jin so that we can control Beidou. Since opponent already has Xiangling burst, we need to stop Beidou for filling up burst. So as you notice, I didn't switch to Jin since opponent possibly triggers overload on Jin, forcing us to switch on Lynette. So I just tank the damage via Lynette. Oh, see? Now we have Dehya's talent, and I think I'm gonna use it this turn since our dice has a lot of pyro, but will my dice be enough? So equipping this Borokasha, then doing a swerve. So I need to increase my equipment to trigger the epic list. And I think I'm over by 1 now.
Descend once again.
So let's see. If opponent skill using Beidou. Oh, so the next round will be a hard turn for us since opponent choose Liyue Resonance and has a 3 dice advantage. 2 dice
Over
if
here.
we cancel out the epic list, but let's see if opponent switch
Let the wind lead.
to Beidou. Let's use Jin to remove or to force switch again Beidou to Xiangling, since Xiangling cannot deal damage or can deal damage only via normal attack, and summoning will be a lot slower, so we will have enough time to do damage. Okay. And now for round 4. Oh, opponent now has Catherine, so So I'm planning to use Jin actually, but I cannot choose it, so I will just do a switch and hope we can make Dehya. Opponent switch to Vader. Okay, so if I force or quick switch, if I quick switch to Jin, I can cancel out all opponent's dice since Vader will not be able to do her skill. Like that. And I think opponent still has 5 ones. Let's see. Okay. So I think I'm gonna sacrifice Chun this card so that we can summon with talent. Although using gamblers can be advantage to us, but I think at this point Ito card has a chance or higher chance to be triggered by now. Okay. Oh, luckily we got another quick swap card. I'm pretty sure opponent will switch again to Beidou since doing damage on Xiangling doesn't give merit or possible, doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah. And now we can force switch again Beidou using the Anemo resonance. So sorry Beidou, and I know we're wasting a lot of cards and dice here, but so bear with me please, cause I don't want to lose. Okay. And I think okay, so since opponent doesn't have enough dice, so I think I'm gonna switch to Dehya now and force a burst here.
I got your boss.
And with that, I think opponent will switch back again to Xiangling since it's better Xiangling to tank the damage instead of Beidou. Okay, so I'm gonna sacrifice now Baranara since we will not have dice remaining dice after we do burst. Since we already consumed Dehya burst, I think we can sacrifice Dehya now, and I'm pretty sure opponent will do burst with Beidou next round, dealing 3 damage on WGS and another damage for I think it will deal around 7 or 6 damage on Dehya. Okay. Since Dehya will now die, we can now use Jin or
Eyes on me.
why opponent still use Adeptus Temptation? I think that's kinda overkill. Probably for stunt show or I don't know why, but for satisfaction, possible. Anyway, since we can now trigger Ito card, I'm gonna burst first before using Ito card. So that will give us additional protection. Okay, so that's remove 1 damage, and since we absorb the electro, we will now have overload, and I think that's one of mistake of the opponent, since now we have an overload reaction via summon. Hmm. So next round, probably we will not survive. Jin probably will not survive next round, since we will force switch opponent to Beidou, and Beidou still can deal plus 3 damage by WGS since our HP is below 6. Okay, our dice kinda cringe, but I think it's doable since we will still heal with Lynette, and healing with Lynette will guarantee us that we will still have enough HP.
Oh,
So we now have enough dice and heal.
surprise!
Okay, so that. And unless opponent can have dice. Oh, no dice. It's this GG. So we will just tune this one and do a normal attack. So probably a catch game, but we still won.